Assalamu alaikum dears, and greetings to all of you. Welcome dears to this video. I would be delighted to introduce an informative and quick session in this channel, which focuses on Islamic finance insights. Please support us by subscribing and following upcoming videos. So, let's start our session. Why interest is considered a sin in Islam and other religions. Interest is considered a sin in Islam and in all religions. Here is a more detailed explanation of the topic. This session would begin by defining interest and explaining why it is considered a sin in some religions. Interest is a fee that is charged for the use of money. It is typically calculated as a percentage of the principal amount of the loan. For example, if you borrow 100 at an interest rate of 10%, you will be required to pay back 110 in total. Some religions believe that interest is a sin because it is seen as a form of usury. Usury is the practice of charging excessive interest rates, which can be exploitative and harmful to the borrower. In some cases, interest can even lead to the borrower becoming trapped in debt. Islam and interest. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, prohibits riba, which is the Arabic word for interest. The Quran states that those who take riba will not stand, but as stands the one whom the demon has driven crazy by his touch. Quran 2:275. The Hadith, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, also prohibits riba. The Islamic perspective on interest is that it is a form of exploitation that unfairly enriches the lender at the expense of the borrower. Interest can also lead to economic inequality, as the rich can get richer by charging interest, while the poor can get poorer by being forced to pay interest. Other religions and interest. Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, and Buddhism also have prohibitions on interest. In Christianity, the Bible states that the borrower is servant to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. Judaism prohibits interest on loans to fellow Jews, but allows interest on loans to non-Jews. Hinduism prohibits interest on loans to the poor, but allows interest on loans to the wealthy. Buddhism prohibits interest on all loans. In conclusion, the session would conclude by discussing the implications of the prohibition of interest. The prohibition of interest can have a number of positive effects, such as reducing economic inequality, promoting financial stability, and protecting borrowers from exploitation. However, the prohibition of interest can also have some negative effects, such as making it more difficult for businesses to obtain loans, and for individuals to save for retirement. These negative effects can be solved by Islam. However, it need to follow the principles of Sharia, and make some policies from the governments. The session would end by discussing the future of Islamic finance, which is a financial system that is based on Islamic principles, including the prohibition of interest. Islamic finance is growing rapidly in popularity, and it is likely to continue to grow in the future. In this point, we reach to the end of today's session. I hope that this video provided an informative and quick session. If you are interested in this area, kindly subscribe in the channel because we are planning to provide deep information as well as the latest reports and news about Islamic finance. We look forward to your subscribing, your like, as well as your suggestions in the comments. Have a good time and best regards.